What is up, guys? The Great Wall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another 10-year sim. It is the Baltimore Orioles. This is a solid team. Do they need a little help? Yes, they do. But I think they've got enough pieces to maybe make a postseason run year 1 or 2. Yeah, plus they've got a ton of young prospects. So, yeah, hopefully they can put it together, do a job. You know the deal. We're here for 10 years. Let's see if they can win a World Series. Alright, the first deal they're making is Zach Eflin for Jojo Romero. Alright, they're going to trade Kobe Mayo and Wahiwa Aloy for Robbie Ray, Sam Henkes, and Michael Fulmer. Alright, they're going to trade Enrique Bradfield for Nathan Eovaldi, so it looks like they're going for the World Series this year. Alright, we're at the Home Run Derby. The team is actually doing very well. No one here for their team, though. See the All-Star game. No one off rip. Trevor Rogers is here, which is good. Ryan Helsley is also here, which is very good. Anyone else from this team? Should be Gunnar Henderson. Yes, he is. He's having a great year. No one else, though. That's all right. The team's doing well, though. As you can see, they are in first by 7.5 games, so hopefully they can finish off strong. Okay, they're going to trade Jaron Watts-Brown and Trey Gibson for Jake Bowers, Luis Rengifo, and Angel Zerpa. Alright, they have a very meh draft class. These two guys could be decent, but yeah, not really anything special. Alright, they finished 94 and 68, which is good enough for second place, which is good for them. Trevor Rogers led in win percentage. Gunnar Henderson led in WAR. No awards for the guys, though, which is a little interesting. Pete Alonso, very good season. Let's see. Gunnar, we saw, had an 8.9 WAR. Colton Cowser with a 4.9. Taylor Ward with a 4.8. Rutschman with a 4.5. Westberg with a 3.1. Jackson Holiday with a 3. Pete Alonso with a 2.8. Jake Bowers with a 2.7. Tyler O'Neill with a 1.4. Basayo with a 0.1 as the backup catcher. And nothing really special from those guys. Ryan Helsley had 48 saves. I mean, we had 4 pitchers with 10 or more wins, which we like to see. Kyle Bradish going up in overall. Good for him. Let's take a look at the WAR numbers. Rogers with a 3.9, Robbie Ray with a 2.9, Bradish with a 2.8, Eovaldi with a 2.4, Baz with a 2.3, Zerpa with a 1.5, Povich with a 1.3. Yeah, so good season. Let's get straight into the playoffs. They are going to be taking on Texas, who got rid of their 2 best pitchers, so we sweep them. Kansas City, another sweep. Come on. Now it's the Dodgers. And they beat us in 6. So close. I think if we win this game, we win the series, but that's okay. Who wins the ALCS MVP? Adley Rutschman. All right. The team is very solid as long as we can keep the core together. I think this team might be back next year. We lose Trevor Rogers to the Rays. Oh, we do sign Jazz Chisholm, though. I think it's the second time we've signed him in a rebuild. Alright, so in free agency, we lost Trevor Rogers, obviously, Taylor Ward as well. We do pick up Matt Strom. We get Eric Lauer, David Peterson, and obviously we saw Jazz. I mean, how does the team look? I mean, we should be solid still. Obviously, losing a couple of those guys is not ideal, but this is still a good team. Is it as great of a team? No, but it's good. So, let's see how they do this year. Hopefully, we could still make the playoffs. Alright, home run derby time. They aren't as good as last year. Pete Alonso and Jazz Chisholm hitting a lot of home runs together, though, which is kind of interesting. 48 and 48. It's still a winnable AL East. Just need to pick it up. Jazz Chisholm, an all-star. Anyone else from the team? We should have maybe 1 or 2 other guys. Jazz Chisholm. Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, makes sense. Anyone else? No. Alright, that's fine. Let's get to the draft class. Alright, they had a very meh draft class. A lot of mid players. That's alright, though. Alright, we finished 81 and 81. Don't make the playoffs. That sucks. Pete Alonso, Gunnar Henderson both did their thing. Assuming, yep. I knew they were both going to be here. Jordan wins it, though. How did the team do, though, in general? Oh, so Jackson Holiday was the DH, which I don't think is very smart. Gunnar Henderson, 6.3. Jazz Chisholm with a 5.7. Rutschman with a 4.7. Holiday with a 2.8. Cowser with a 2.5. Pete Alonso with a 1.8. And then kind of just mid from the supporting cast. Jordan Westbrook, not the greatest of seasons. Pitching wise, Matt Strahm, 31 saves, so it wasn't even Ryan Helsley is the closer. Wow, because he sucked. Still 4.10 win pitchers, just not very much else. Bradshaw with a 2.9, Evaldi with a 2.6 down 278, Lauer with a 2, David Peterson with a 1.4, Baz with a 1.1, Matt Strahm with a 1.1. So yeah, just needs to be better. Let's get through the offseason. Hopefully we can keep most of our good guys and add to it. Okay, we do sign Griffin Jacks. That's something. Alright, so in free agency, we lost Evaldi, Helsley, Rutschman, and Tyler O'Neill. Also Mountcastle. We did add, obviously, we saw Griffin Jacks only for a year, though. We get Bailey Ober, Zach Littell. Yeah, not much else. How does the team actually look, though? Yeah, not great. Not bad, but just not great, per se. So, who knows? Maybe we do well. I mean, Samuel Basallo will now be taking over the catching role, so hopefully he can do a job for us. Yeah, I mean, the team is okay. Maybe we make the playoffs, maybe we don't. Who knows? All right, we trade Sal Dalman for Brad Lord. All right. Brad Lord, I'm actually going to probably turn back into a starter. So, actually, no. We'll let him develop as a relief pitcher. All right, they're going to trade Aaron Estrada for Jonathan India. It's an okay move. All right, we're at the home run derby. No one from our team here, which is a little bit unexpected, I guess you could say. Jackson Holiday is the starter at second base. I think he's probably still our DH, though, if I had to guess. Anyone else? Jackson Holiday having a phenomenal season. Good for him. Gunnar Henderson, yet again, 322. He's a stud. He's amazing. Yeah, Jackson. I was going to say Jackson Holiday is definitely our DH, and he is. Doing very well, though, so good for him. Yeah, let's finish out the year strong. I didn't even show you guys. We're currently first, so maybe we get back there. I think I am actually going to turn Brad Lord back into a starter. So, yeah. So, they did draft a couple of actual solid prospects. Both these guys will definitely help out at some point. Rest of them are useless, but yeah. All right, they finished 90 and 72, make the postseason as the 3 seed because they won the division. Gunnar Henderson, another phenomenal year. He did win a batting title. Good for him. He's not even on here, which is insane. Jackson Holiday, hell of a season. It's going to suck when we lose him in free agency in the next year or two. Gunnar Henderson, 8.5. Holiday with a 5. Jazz Chisholm with a 4.7. Westberg with a 3.7. Cowser also 3.7. Jonathan India with a 3. Basallo with a 2.3. Huff with a 1.6. Conforto with a 1. And Pete Alonso with a negative 0.1. Yeah, I think it's just because his defense is so bad. Yeah, 380 home runs, though, is very nice. Almost a 30 WAR. It's crazy. He might actually hit 500 home runs and not even get the 35 WAR. Yeah, just needs to be better in certain aspects. Griffin Jacks, 43 saves. Shane Baz and Bailey Ober lead the team in wins. Brad Lord, how many games did he actually start in? Only 12 starts, so, not bad. Eric Lauer only made 22 starts, which I feel is very interesting. Zach Littell only also made 22 starts. Like David Peterson. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. Baz with a 4, Bradish with a 2.6, Bailey Ober with a 2.3, Peterson with a 1.6, Brad Lord with a 1.5. Same with Eric Lauer. Yeah, let's just get to the playoffs. See if we can do a job. KC, we're gonna beat them. Detroit, we somehow beat them. Seattle, this is where we get knocked out. Yeah, Seattle's too good. All right, hopefully we can have a good offseason here. All right, we do get Gunnar Henderson back, which is extremely lucky. 12-year deal, which is good. We get Jordan Alvarez. Wow, he's here for the rest of the sim. That is a huge pickup for this team. All right, so we did lose some guys. We lost Bradish, Jackson, Bautista, as well as Matt Strahm. Thankfully, we did get Gunnar Henderson back. We also signed Jordan Alvarez. Right, we got Gunnar Henderson back. I'm guessing he didn't count as a free agent. Johan Oviedo, right? Or am I losing my mind? Yeah, we did get Gunnar Henderson back. This team has potential. We now have we have 3 or 4 technical all stars, just general stars. We have a decent pitching staff. I think losing Griffin Jacks definitely hurts. Johan Oviedo turning back into a starter. I don't care. This has to be the year. We hurt our bullpen a little bit, but starting rotation gets a lot better. This team should honestly make it pretty far. I genuinely think they can. So yeah, let's see what they can do. All right, we're at the home run derby. The team is doing relatively solid, for the most part. We are 55-41, 10 games back basically on the Red Sox, but we're still in a spot to get an All-Star. Or to get a playoff appearance. Apologies. Felix Bautista. Oh, so I guess we did re-sign him. Jackson Holiday, absolute beast. Gunnar Henderson, absolute beast. Anyone else? Oh yeah, Yordan Alvarez, obviously. Not a good first year for him here. That's all right. Yeah, team's doing well. Let's see the draft class. Okay, so we didn't even sign our top guys. This is an awful draft class. It's just terrible. Yeah. Alright, so we make the postseason as a wildcard team. We are the 5 seed, which is okay, I guess. League leaders, Gunnar and Yordan Alvarez both had phenomenal years. Kyle Teal won himself a batting title. Gunnar second for MVP behind Junior Caminero. Okay. Jackson Holiday, honestly, his career is turning out very good. So shout out to him. Normally, I've never really seen him be this good. But yeah, good for him. Gunnar Henderson 7.64, Yordan with a 4.9, Bassiah with a 4.2, Alonso with a 4, Holiday with a 3.9, Chisholm with a 3.6, same with Blaze Alexander, Kowser with a 3.1, Jordan Westbrook with a 2.6. The offense hit. Bautista only 35 saves. How many blown saves did we have as a team? Way too many. 7 blown saves from Anoli Paredes. Why? Yeah, we probably had about 15 blown saves, give or take. Maybe even, yeah, about 15. No, actually, it's about closer to 20, which is nuts. Oviedo with a 2.4, Ober with a 2.1. Same with Brad Lord and Rico Garcia. Why are you starting games? Did he start games? No, he was just really, really good out of the pen. All right, Shane Baz with a 2, Littell with a 1.4. Same with Lauer. Peterson with a 1.3. Anthony Nunez. Wow, we have 60 overalls up here. All right, playoffs, Seattle. They're going to beat us again. Nice. Yeah. All right, they're going to trade this Johnny Wells guys for Leonardo Rivas. 40-year-old Aaron Judge, 37 years old. Down to a 78 overall. I don't know why you would want to take on the $40 million that he comes with at this point. And also Derek Hill, who is... he's Derek Hill. They're going to trade Earl Weber for James Outman. They're going to trade Jason Hamill for Key Brian Hayes. I had to take a look for myself. The Tigers have now signed Paul Skeens. They have Skeens, Scoobs, and Joe Ryan. Wow. I just wanted to point that out for you guys. Okay, I accidentally simmed. So we couldn't see the free agent signings. So I don't know who we lost. It looks like we got Sal Frelick and Dennis Santana. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know who else we lost. My bad. That is my bad. I will take blame for that. Did we lose Bassiah? Oh, no, he's right here. All right, yeah, I mean, the team is phenomenal. Hopefully we can do a job. Why in the hell would they make this deal? They're going to trade Brad Lord, 86 overall, 1.68 ERA, for Danny Ball, who has C potential. What are we doing? What are you doing? All right, we're at the home run derby. The greatest part about that trade is that we're actually not doing too horribly. We're above 500. We're a few games back, but we're in a spot where we can make the wild card. And they trade at one of our best pitchers for a random scrub prospect. That is what is wrong with this game. That is what is exactly wrong with this game. Felix Bautista, Samuel Basayo having a good year, good for him. I just don't understand it. Like, that single-handedly might have just taken us out of the playoffs. Gunnar Henderson's not here. Yordan Alvarez. That's it. I mean, I just don't understand the trade logic in this game. All right, so we win 80 games. Maybe if we had Brad Lord, we win more games. I don't know. Just a crazy concept. Let's see how the guys did. Yordan with a 6.6. Basayo with a 5.4. Gunnar Henderson, bad year, down. Oh, he's going down in overall already, which sucks. 4 WAR for him. Holiday with a 3.8. Rivas with a 3.3. Jazz with a 1.9. Alonso with a 1.4. Outman with 1.3. Southfield with a 1.1. I mean, the guys did pretty well. Pitching-wise, Felix Bautista led the team in saves with 42. The starting rotation actually did pretty well. It's just, maybe if we kept Brad Lord, maybe we make the playoffs. Baz with a 3.9, Oviedo with a 2.1, Littell with a 1.9, Povich with a 1.7, and David Peterson with a 1.6. Yeah, let's just get to the offseason. We don't have playoff baseball, unfortunately. They're going to trade Leonardo Rivas for Brian Chu. I actually like this deal. This is a solid deal. Alright, so in free agency, we lost Pete Alonso, Jackson. We lost everyone. We lost everyone in free agency. They signed Shane Smith and Camilo Doval and Jordan Walker. Like, that's going to do anything. This team... Oh, my God. Okay, so actually, we didn't lose everyone. We got Oviedo back. I think South Frelick was also on the chopping block. Yeah, but obviously not good. We lost pretty much everyone that we had. Besides Yordan, Gunnar Henderson, and Samuel Basayo. And Jazz. Yeah. And we're going to immediately trade Camilo Doval for Stefan Cabrera. Okay. Oh, and they trade Jazz Chisholm, Cade Povich, and Daniel Nunez for Otto Lopez, who is on an expiring deal, and Phil Iseo. All right, we're at the home run derby. I think we're officially reaching tank territory. Yordan Alvarez having a phenomenal year, but it's going to be for nothing. We're not even doing that bad. That's always the best part. Who do we have here? I saw Yordan. Is that going to literally be it? Yeah, unfortunately to say, Gunnar Henderson is falling off. It is what it is, though. Let's finish out the year. Hopefully we can get something good in the draft. Alright, they had an actual phenomenal draft. This guy is going to be an elite closer for years to come. This guy's going to be decent, and this guy's also going to be decent. So, I mean, not a bad draft. Obviously, the other filler players aren't good, but they got some good pieces. We finished 84 and 78, don't make the playoffs, but we could have if we just stopped getting rid of everyone. Yordan Alvarez had a season and a half. Wins the Hank Aaron, Danny Ball wins Rookie of the Year, and Yordan wins the MVP. So Danny Ball, the guy we got for Brad Lord, actually turned into Rookie of the Year. So good for him, I guess. Player stats, let's see. Basayo with a 6.3, Yordan with a 5.7, Gunnar with a 3.4. Is he Hall of Fame bound is the question. No, not at this point. If he can at least stay decent for the next 3 years, then yeah. Yeah. Otto Lopez with a 3.3, Nate George with a 2.9, Danny Ball with a 1.6, Vance Honeycutt with a 1.3. Wow, we didn't have an actual closer. Oh, I guess it was Doval, and then we traded Doval. That makes sense, honestly. 2.7 WAR for Luis De Leon. Oviedo with a 1.8. Blake Walston with a 1.5. Peterson with a 1.2. Shane Smith with a 1.1. Selby with a 1. Yeah, let's just get through the offseason. Hopefully we can get some good players. Alright, we only lost Otto Lopez and David Peterson, but we did get Trey Savage, Connor Phillips. Taylor Ward's back. Yay. A little bit too late for that. Hyseung Kim and Alex Bregman. I mean, I guess it's okay. Alright, we're at the home run derby. The team is incredibly meh. We have 3 guys on the home run derby, and we still suck, which is just absolutely phenomenal. 46 and 50. Gunnar and Basayo both here. Good to see Gunnar back to good form. Basayo having a good year. Anyone else from our team? Jazz Chisholm, not a member of our team anymore. Gunnar Henderson, though, 308, 29 home runs. He heard me say he needed more for the Hall of Fame, so he's putting up some numbers. No Yordan Alvarez. That's all right. Just finished out the year strong. Pretty much all we can do. All right, we trade Connor Phillips. Why? Why would they make this deal? They're going to trade Dylan Beavers, Lanine Sosa, and Enoli Paredes for Kevin Bergeron. All right, we finished 76 and 86. Obviously not good enough for the playoffs. How did the guys do? I mean, dude, 40 home runs from Encarnacion, 39 from Yordan, 38 from Gunnar, 36 from Basayo, 33 from Danny Ball. Like, we're hitting a ton. We honestly, did we lead the league in home runs? Can I even see team rankings? There we go. Home runs, we were second. Insane. All right, back to the team. See what their WAR numbers looked like. Basayo with a 6.8, Gunnar with a 4.8. That's the year we needed. Gray Kissinger with a 4.6. Good year from him, I guess. Nate George 3.7, Yordan 3.2, Bregman 1.7. Yeah. Who was our? Oh, yeah, Connor Phillips, and then they traded him. 2.2 from Trey. Shane Smith with a 2.1. Chad Dallas with a 1.4. Oviedo with a 1.2. You know, at least he had a good couple of years in here with us. So, I mean, I guess that's got to count for something. All right, let's get through the offseason, though, see if they make any meaningful deals. All right, so they lost Jake Mangum, Taylor Ward, and Hyun Kim, but they brought in Travis Bazzana, Alec Boehm. They brought in Bryce Harper, Rhett Lauder. They also brought Austin Hayes back. How does Bryce Harper look at this point? Not very good. I mean, he's 40 years old. Hasn't played in a long time. I mean, he is a Hall of Famer, though, with ease. Yeah, easy Hall of Famer. So good for him. The team still kind of, yeah, we still suck. So, yeah, we're just wasting players like Gunnar Henderson, Basayo, Yordan. Yeah. All right. All right, we're at the home run derby. Yordan Alvarez. I mean, the team hits home runs. I'll give them that. 49-49. We're one game back. You know, maybe if we could make some meaningful moves, we would be, you know, taking this division. But that's fine. Anyone? Yeah, just Yordan Alvarez. All right. Yeah. Let's see how we finish out the year. All right, we finished 87 and 75 and made the playoffs. I honestly have no idea how. Yordan Alvarez, yeah, that's how. That's exactly how. Wins the Hank Aaron, wins the MVP, wins a batting title, wins a Triple Crown. What a season from Yordan Alvarez. To think he did not start off well here. That's insane. Yordan with a 7.6, Basayo with a 5.3, Bazzana 5.2, Gunnar with a 3.6. He's down to an 80. He's pretty much done after the next couple of years. Really hoping he can get to that 2,200 hit-ish region. But he's definitely so close to making the Hall of Fame. Just think he needs a couple more good years. George with a 3. Munoz with a 2.6. I don't know who that guy is, but good for him. Who is our closer? Did we trade away our closer? I guess we did. Trey with a 3.2 WAR, 2.2 for Chad Dallas, 1.7 from Lauder. Yeah, really just nothing special here. Let's just get through the playoffs. I'm assuming we're going to just be a warm-up for the Yankees. Never mind, we sweep them. Angels, we swept them too. What is going on? Athletics, yeah. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more reasonable than the first two series. I'm assuming the Athletics win the World Series. Yes, they do. They beat the Nationals. All right, 2 years left. Hopefully we can make some meaningful moves this offseason. We lose Samuel Basayo to the Cardinals. We're going to trade Robbie Adams and Dewey Frost for Liam Doyle and Adley Rutschman. Oh, that's crazy. Imagine if we had Adley Rutschman before. Oh, wait, we did. Yeah, that's right. Honestly, not a bad career from him. All right. I didn't even know we had Luis Robert. We lost a lot of guys. We got Caitlin Culpepper, I guess, which is good. Mason Montgomery, solid. Gavin Stone's okay. Lindor and Corey Seager, I guess we're going to just help them get to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And Seiya Suzuki. They're going to trade Robbie Burkett to the Angels for Dylan O'Ray. This is a stupid deal. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Yordan Alvarez. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Let's be so honest with ourselves. He's at 545 home runs. He might go for the record. Honestly, he might have a shot here at breaking the record. I think that would be really cool. Anyone? Let's see who our All-Stars are. We are currently 5.5 back on the Yankees. Yordan is an All-Star. I'm guessing he is the only one. If I had to just take a wild guess. Yeah, that would be correct. That would be a very correct assumption. All right, let's finish out the year, see how we do. All right, this is the final draft class. They didn't really get anything that's going to help out next year or anything like that, so yeah. All right, we finished 90 and 72. I honestly did not expect us to win that many games. Michael Ferret led the league in saves. Yordan Alvarez might have, never mind, I was going to say might have won the Triple Crown again, but he did not. Wins the Hank Aaron, wins the MVP, though. Yeah, I mean, he's a stud. Let's be honest, 55 home runs for the guy. Come on. I mean, come on. 8.9 for him. Munoz with a 5. Nate George 3.1. Bazana with a 2.7. Culpepper with a 1.9. Seager with a 1.7. Adley Rutschman with a 1.3. Drake Baldwin with a 0.9. Didn't even know we had him. Yeah, I mean, really nothing too crazy. Liam Doyle with a 3.2 WAR. Montero with a 2.2. Same with Gavin Stone. Barack Hernandez with a 1.4. Trey with a 1.2. Pretty much finishing his career out. 73 and 86. I mean, he's okay. I mean, he's maybe not that good. Maybe not that good. Yeah, we have playoff baseball. Let's see if we can get it done. We beat the Athletics. And then we blow a 2-0 lead to Minnesota. All right, we have 1 year left. See if we can do something. In our final offseason, we lost Seager and Lindor. We lost almost all the players we got last year. Obviously, we picked up Austin Wells. We picked up Torrey Miller. Don't know who that is. We pick up Robert Hassel. I guess it's cool. Yeah, nothing special. Let's see how this year goes. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Yordan Alvarez. He's so good. Jeez, he's so good. All right. We are currently doing okay. 2.5 games back on the Yankees. Yordan Alvarez. I'm assuming we don't have... Oh, Michael Ferret. Never mind. I lied. I was going to say, I'm assuming we have no one else. I don't know if it's Ferret or Ferret. Whatever it is, he is an all-star. Yordan Alvarez and Leonard Munoz. Hitting 360, which is nuts. Yeah, let's just finish out the year. No draft this year, so let's see how we finish out the video. All right, we finished out 81 and 81. Yordan Alvarez, phenomenal year. Sucks that we can't get anything for him. Gold Gloves. Yordan, American League MVP. I mean, he's a stud. We knew that. He's a Hall of Famer. He might honestly break the record. If we kept simming for another 2 or 3 years, he might genuinely break it. Who knows, though. But let's see. 6 WAR for him, 5.9 for Munoz, Santos with a 5, Bergeron with a 4.8, Culpepper with a 3.4, Jung with a 1.6, didn't even know he was here. Bazana and Wells with a 1.4, Vance Honeycutt a 1.3. Pitching wise, a couple guys got saves. I mean, we didn't save that many games, which is probably why we didn't do too well. Will Montero with a 3.5, Liam Doyle 2.5, Dewitt with a 2.4, Ferret with a 2. I'm pretty sure he's a starter. He is. Torrey Miller with a 2, Zamora with a 1.9, Rhett Lauder with a 1.5. I mean, the team did well, just couldn't get anything done. That being said, we don't win a World Series in this video. We were so close a couple of times, but it is what it is. Thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.